about the Russian interference in Syrian crisis. Now, I'm not a politician. I'm not someone who would say I support the Russians interfering in the crisis or I'm against it. That's not my job. I would like to make one comment. When Russia decided to interfere in the Syrian crisis and target the terrorists, the first country, ironically, that opposed the interference, the bombing, you know what country that was? Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia forgot that it's been 6 months they have been bombing Yemeni innocent people. For 6 months, Saudi Arabia has been bombing not the Houthis, they have been bombing the Yemeni people. The United Nations says over 3,000 civilians in Yemen have been killed by the Saudi military campaign, by the Saudi bombing campaign in Yemen. Now, mashallah, all of a sudden, Saudi Arabia became so nice, so kind, protective of human rights, very concerned about the bombing in Syria. Who are you are fooling? Who you are deceiving? You think the world is full and bunch of foolish people? You think that people are blind? The second country that criticized the bombing is our country, the United States. Also, Obama's administration forgot that it has been supporting Saudis in their bombing campaign in Yemen, providing logistic assistance to the Saudis while bombing civilians, innocent civilians in Yemen. Shame on you politicians for being so hypocritical. In one place you condone killing innocent people. You support killing and murdering civilians. In one other place you protest. What is this hypocrisy? And as far as Russia targeting, now they are saying, well, Russia should target only ISIS and should not target the moderate opposition in Syria. I agree. Russia should not target the moderate opposition in Syria. But show me, where is the moderate opposition? I don't see any. All I see, bunch of terrorists killing right and left, whether ISIS or non-ISIS, Nusra, others. They are all bunch of terrorists. I'm not denying that there are some moderate oppositions, but not on the ground in Syria. It could be in other countries, other places. But those who are fighting on the ground, I can tell you and assure you, they are all terrorists. Bunch of terrorists who have no regard for a human life. They have been killing innocent people under the pretext of fighting the Assad regime. You wanna go and fight Assad regime, go ahead and do. God bless you. But don't kill innocent people. Do not involve civilians in your crimes and then call yourself moderate opposition. There is no such thing in Syria on the ground that is called moderate opposition. But in the end, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring this crisis, this bloodshed to an end. It is a very painful situation. For the last 4 or 5 years, Syrian people have been suffering. Over 4 million Syrians left their homes and their country looking for a place, for a refuge. Some of them don't even get that refuge. They get drowned in the Mediterranean Sea as they are attempting to find a new refuge, a new safe haven. Many homes have been demolished. Many lives have been shattered in Syria. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring this bloodshed into an end. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help the Syrian people.